Yeah, the Dark Urge wanted me to kill the cleric, and I did, but I think as far as the game's concerned, I just knocked her unconscious and then they kidnapped her. Ooh, that was getting some good hits. Let's try Winter's Breath.
Miss this.
Critical hit, immune to piercing. The thing is, his attacks also have like some psychic and necrotic damage and stuff, and some earlier those damaged it, but I guess they keep rolling low. Half acid, half bludgeoning, half piercing, half slashing, half radiant, half cold, immune poison, immune psychic, weak to thunder. Okay, I can work with that. Shadowheart gets buff out of it. My Shadowheart's not a cleric anymore. I'm not sure what she got from it. I don't know. This is the longest it's ever taken me to kill one of these orb things. Oh, its mind collapsed. I think it. I think it had like a timed life and it just ran out. For players who are really bad and can't kill the thing. Let's see.
I know what to do.
Concentration broken on bless. Nice.
No choice but to keep going. Swift as my feet can carry me.
Why are you kind of walking? Slow. 2 turns remaining. Movement speed halved. Okay. If I'm going to rest and get more spells after this... Wait. Oh my god, does this just emit from you? Does this just hit this whole area? I've never used this before. Wow. That's pretty neat. The armor and spear Shadowheart gets from Gelling Nightsong makes whoever equips them incredibly OP in dark areas, which uses the ability to cast Shards Darkness, which makes the area you're in dark and blind enemies inside. Oh, this, yeah. So, I got the buff spear, and I looked at it, and I'm like, this is worse than Lathander's Light, and I put it away. I mean, I'm sure for certain builds it could be better, but for me, I was like, eh.
On the way.
Can't reach the other one. Alrighty.
I'm ready.
Oh, we can't use Bad Omen again yet. Okay.
I seek an advantage.
What? Come on. Invalid target.
Let's turn someone inside out.
Why? Does he already have it?
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
I don't think he already has it.
Can't afford to let up.
Let's see.
My feet. Best be on my way.
Can't get close enough to melee him. Alright. Sacred Flame.
My victims await.
Lilalo! $15 damage. What is... My game is really being weird right now. Let's see, Winter's Breath. Like when I hit spacebar to end a turn, it just keeps popping this thing up instead of going to the next person. If you hit the green arrow one, it fixes itself. I haven't seen that before. Might have to save and reload the game if it's like this again next turn. This is gonna hurt. That Hunger Fadar is gonna hit all of us. What? Oh, okay, one of them died. Okie dokie.
Our enemies still draw breath.
Alright, turn off Moonbeam.
Alright, what now?
Alright, what do we got? Did you manage to open and read Necromancy of Thay on your previous playthrough? It has a spell that will suit your Necro 5 minutes and once does not use other corpses. No. I got to the last page, and I didn't figure out what to do with it. You know what? Usually I'm like super against spoilers, but I got through my whole first playthrough of the game without figuring out how to open that. So if you want to give me a hint, like just like where to go, just like point me in the right direction, I'll take it. Like I'm on the last page of the book and don't know what to do. Gales Act 3. Okay. Zarel's personal reminder. Balthazar has sent neither word nor notice. Wherever he's gone is a mystery. Need someone to investigate his chambers. No doubt he's rigged the thing to high hells, perhaps hobgoblins. Fist Marcus. Oh, this is the guy who kidnapped the girl. Who kidnapped the priestess. Shifting Corpus Ring. Blur and invisibility. When my buddy and I killed Nightsong, we started onto a fresh playthrough because we knew we could do something ridiculous with it in mind. We turned the two of us into unkillable machines. His Shadowheart doesn't get affected by darkness. And my character is Oathbreaker Paladin, focused on charisma with the Warlock's pack weapon line, and then having the trait from Warlocks to make so you're unblindable is amazing. Yeah, so you basically made a team that can function in the dark, and then you just made it dark and then fought people in the dark. Which is an absolutely valid and deadly strategy in D&D. Balthazar personal notes. Any work from Morden Kanan must catch up on current events. No Volo. Better a century of ignorance. Hin Vellum. Holds ink like no other. Could harvest from an acolyte. New copy of Swift and Sudden Death for Library. Current volume badly scorched. I remember from last time I did this. These protruding books, if you mess with them, a bunch of traps go off here and just blow up in your face. Did you ever figure out the bookcase puzzle? As I just said, I didn't I didn't realize there was a puzzle. I thought it was just a bomb.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. Have to keep going.
What the heck? That's a sales call. I don't know that number. I don't know you. Now that I know they're weak to thunder. There's something behind it. Let's get everyone else out of the room. Can you prayer also?
Time to see what new horror's waiting for us.
Quick save. Okay, so top left one is spikes. Bottom left is make zombies. We'll see if we can fight him with just him. took 4 for missing. He took 2 for missing and died. Okay. Alright, so top left is spikes, bottom left is summons. Top right. There was a click. Insert item. What the hell? I don't know. F5. Hint, it's in the room. There's a lot of stuff in the room. You want a heart? Maybe it's a juicer. You're joking. The reason I grabbed that is I looked at the shape of that and I'm like, that looks like one of those things you squish an orange on. Unbelievable. Bring the others over here. Research notes. I've redirected some materials from beneath the tower. I plan to simply raise what forces I need and
experimenting on tadpoles.
I plan to simply raise what forces
But they were already imbued with Netherese magic. So where did that magic come from?
I plan to simply raise what forces I need inside the mausoleum itself, but the general prefers that no more of his family crypts be disturbed. Even so, I may have no choice. The temple will not surrender the Night Song easily, and the general's invulnerability depends on it. I'm sure he will forgive a little transgression if it frees the army to move on to Baldur's Gate at last.
This Night Song sounds like the source of Ketheric's immortality.
Already solved that problem.
Anything that powerful will be protected.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Mockfish.
Pleasure.
No! Thieves' tools. A wizard's hat! Once per turn, any condition inflicted on a target also applies 2 turns of encrusted with frost. Affected entity has disadvantage on dex saving throws. When there are 7 or more turns remaining, the entity must succeed a con saving throw or take 1 to 4 cold damage and become frozen. On a successful save, it only takes half damage afterwards. The frost slows away. Pretty half. It's not that good.
Looking ahead. Moving in.
That's a lot of broken moon lanterns. Goblet with dead tadpoles.
A goblet filled with the mutilated corpses of illithid parasites. Whatever ungodly experiments were performed on them likely killed them.
It's the ritual circle.
A ritual circle. Looks like it was used in the crafting of moon lanterns.
Thought a moon lantern was just a pixie in a cage. There's another room over there. Mind the symbol on the table? The skull thingy? 5. Invasion plans. Unsent letter. Just move this so I can click on it. Balthazar, I thank you for returning what was mine, and I have no doubt all will be well once the war is won. After that, I believe our business will be concluded. A different life, a better life awaits.
That might be worth a look.
Elder Brain Domination. Confidential, dictated to scribe Yanthus by General Ketheric. Young Gortash's plan to enslave an illithid Elder Brain and make it our marionette under control of the Crown of Karsus has proceeded almost without flaw, barring the slight delay while our Ballast allies sort out their leadership conflict. The weak point must surely be the sharing of the Netherstones. It was necessary to secure my engagement and that of the Murder Cult, but eventually it's certain to fracture our fragile alliance. Clearly, all 3 Netherstones must be controlled by a single leader, me by preference, but not until after all of the stakeholders have made their essential contribution. Gortash fears that, energized by the dark energies of the Crown, the brain we now call the Absolute will eventually metamorphose into something new and will be more difficult to control. If he's right, the need to invest the power of the Netherstones in a single wielder is urgent. Even more so in that Invert Gortash at least must be thinking the same way. Apostle Diary. Most of the text has been scoured away by time, but what remains appears to be some form of ritual incantation. Your white ribs the pillars, your bleached skull the dome, take on Apostle's final form, Cathedral Wrought of Blessed Bone.
Ketheric's been studying something called the Apostle. Bit of odd.
Lune's devotee.
Shapeshifter lying in wait. It won't get the drop on me.
Shapeshifter? Oh, is that a mimic? This diary reads the life of John Medellin. He suffered from lycanthropy, becoming a werebear at the advent of a full moon. Cured of his condition by a priestess of Selûne, John Medellin exchanged his claws for a great sword and a cause. He would keep his priestess, her name was Erlona, safe from all trouble on the highways and byways. Further, he would bear witness to her many miracles, for Erlona was a saint of the goddess and gifted even more than he could have imagined. They never fell in love, though their friendship was quite something.
What's next?
At your bidding.
Well, hello.
Interesting. So if you find out it's a mimic and shoot it first, it actually hits the hit points of the chest, then the chest despawns and the mimic appears, it's at full health. Bummer for me. We did kind of get a surprise round on it, though. Dang.
I'm ready.
What should I do? On my way.
Ah, that wasn't supposed to hit Mark. It was blinded though, so we have advantage now. Stained letter. My darling daughter, when you were a little girl, I would often watch you play with your dolls and your cousins and picture myself an enormous, opaque, a silvery shield surrounding you and protecting you. I knew somehow deep within myself that no harm could ever befall you because I would not let it. Though the healers say I may pass into the city of judgment soon, know this, darling daughter, I am always around you, I am always with you, and the Moon Maiden will never allow you to bear a burden you cannot carry. I love you forever, a love that has no death. And then she met the Dark Urge. That didn't age well.
How much farther can I go?
There's a throne up here? Just for when you want to brood, I guess? Okay. Alright. What is the quickest way down to the ground? They will find it. So I need, I'm very low on spell slots on a lot of my characters, so I want to rest. Did you find what's in the walls here? I did find that on my previous playthrough. I haven't on this one. I could do that now.
That might be worth a look.
F5.
Through a narrow crack in the wall, you hear something shift against stone. The pulse of a crawling, living thing.
Arcana.
You almost catch a glimpse, but the darkness within the wall is too deep.
Reach in. We are smart.
Your awareness unfolds, expanding through every wall in the tower, every mind. A vast living network extending down into the dark, where something wakes.
God, what is it? What now?
It's a trap!
Tendrils snap like iron cords around your wrist. That presence in your mind looms large.
I can see my
closer now.
wrist, it's fine. Dexterity, try to wriggle free. Ah! What happens if you fail it? I could inspiration, but what happens if you fail it?
The tendrils